Hello, guys. This is another edition of Havens Realty's podcast, and I have guest Cynthia Sena from Van Dyke Mortgage.
Hey, everybody.
She's going to tell us a little bit about first-time home buying and what people are scared of, and she's going to answer some of those questions so you don't have to be scared to buy that first home. It is easier than you think. I'm going to let Cynthia take over real quick. Cynthia, what have you been seeing out there with these first-time home buyers that's making them be scared not to get that home? What are you able to offer to them in education so they can go through the process and feel that they know what's going on?
Yep. So what I'm seeing lately is customers who think they have too much derogatory credit are not able to get into those homes. And so what I'm able to do is start the process with them to verify where their their credit is at, if we have a viable credit score for the first-time home buyer program, which is a 620 credit score, and that's going to be a mid score. If at the time we pull credit, their credit is not to the point we need it to be, I can also run a scenario for them to determine what is needed in order for them to get to that credit score. And a lot of the time it's only a couple months in to build that credit to get the minimum required.
And that's great. That's right there, the synopsis.
It is.
You're able to help them if they can't get there, and if they are there, a lot of people don't know that they are there.
Correct.
You're able to show them that they can be.
Yes.
So on the first-time homebuyer program, can you tell me a little bit about what they've got to come in for down payment? Because a lot of people think, oh my God, I got to have $10,000-$15,000 to come
Correct.
down. Can you talk a little bit about
yes,
that?
That
please?
is definitely a misconception. So the first-time homebuyer program is ran with New Mexico Mortgage Finance Authority, which is here in Albuquerque. So what they do is they provide, it is a second lien, but it's up to $8,000 depending on your income limits. It assists with down payment and closing costs. What I see is about $150,000 purchase price. Your minimum required is going to be $500. So minimum $500, and that's what we try to keep you at, so that is the only money you're coming in with.
Perfect. Well, that's $500 to have the ownership of a house.
Correct.
Well, that's unbelievable.
Yes.
So now you guys are in-house financing.
We are in-house, correct.
And the underwriters with you.
They are, yes.
So having that relationship with that underwriter has got to be putting you guys that much more above the average lender.
Yes, absolutely. And that it's a benefit to us because they're at a phone call away. Our underwriters pick up the phone if we have questions, if we have issues. They assist us through the problem. So it's a teamwork environment here. So we're able to get on the phone with them, we're able to email them or IM them directly with our questions or concerns, and they help us work through any problems that we have.
And that's awesome, the team.
Correct.
That's what makes A to Z as stress-free as possible.
Yes, we're all here to work together to assist.
And that's the big thing.
Yes.
Havens Realty with Cynthia Sena, we get the deal done A to Z.
We do.
And me and Cynthia work great together. We talk behind the scenes while the customer is out working, living life. We're making sure that deal is going from A to Z.
Correct.
And you're not having to be calling 50 times a day to make sure things are up, because we're communicating, and we're communicating to you as the customer.
Yes.
To make sure you know the whole process as we go along and there's no surprises, because surprises are no good in a real estate deal.
Yes. And we like to handle anything that we can take care of ourselves without having to go through the customers. If we can resolve it, we resolve it.
And that's great.
Yes.
That's great. Here's another question I have. And this might go a little bit further than most of you first-time buyers, maybe second-time buyers, but manual underwriting. Let's say somebody has a special situation. Since you do have underwriting here, there is cases where they could take a look at it.
Absolutely.
Under certain circumstances and make certain decisions
Yes.
to be able to go with the loan.
So we do allow manual underwriting on government products. Conventional loans, unfortunately, we do not, but FHA and VA we do. The minimum required for that is a 580 credit score. If we're doing first-time homebuyer, obviously it's going to be a 620. But what that does is it allows us to delve into your credit history, verify no late payments within a certain time frame. We do require reserves, but with a manual underwrite, it allows us to close a loan without having an automated approval from Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. So,
Absolutely. And guys, real quick, first-time home buyers,
yes.
reserves mean that you got to have.
So we require a 1 month reserve, which means you've got to have 1 month of your monthly mortgage payment in your bank after closing. So it's a month of reserves to make sure you are able to make that payment for at least a month after closing.
In addition to your earnest money.
Correct.
So your earnest money had to clear the bank.
Yes.
And then you still had, am I correct? Still
yes.
have to have that money inside there?
Your minimum $500 into the transaction plus your 1 month mortgage payment in the bank.
And guys, the reason I'm going a little bit further in depth here is because here's some of the education. These are some of the things that people don't understand, and I'm hoping we're enlightening you on this experience and letting you know. Now, there's going to be tons of questions, and you can comment and question underneath any of my YouTube or my SoundCloud. And I can get back with Cynthia and we could do another session with some of those questions and answer those.
Yes. One thing I want to add though, just so people don't freak out if they don't have the money in the bank, if you have a retirement account, even though you're not going to be withdrawing from that account, we can use those as reserves. So Excellent. We don't require them to be liquidated at closing as long as it is an account that shows that you're able to liquidate it if need be after closing. So we can use retirement
great
assets.
Information, guys.
Yes.
So just because it's not in your bank, but you have access to it, that is going to be part of your reserves, and that's a great. And that's on a case-by-case basis. Some things are not going to be used as reserves. They can't be used.
Yes.
So it's not everything's going to be used. But guys, that's where Cynthia comes in, and her education and knowledge. She'll get you there. And then I will get you the house after you get the financing and everything available. And we're here for questions. I mean, guys, this is the big thing. If you get a house and you sign up and you get the mortgage, the thing is that a lot of people sit at home and they fester and they think about that question. Call us. We are here for communication to answer it, to make it a little easier, because this process should be a fun time. But it is the biggest purchase in your life.
Yes.
And you do have to take it very seriously, but we're here to help you get to the A to Z without that stress. And that's the big point. And guys, my number is 505-897-3334. Give me a call. I'll get you with Cynthia. Yes. We'll get you financed. We'll get you taken care of, because the big thing is you don't want to go looking at homes and in areas that you don't qualify for, or that you could qualify for more. Maybe that house that you really wanted was in your range, but then you ended up not going to get that home, your dream home. Exactly. We want to get you that dream home. So Cynthia, we're going to make sure that everybody gets their dream home, right?
We definitely are.
Excellent, guys. So ask me questions. I will get them answered. And till next time, have a great week. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Have a great week.